Hi, everybody. Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the Hugs and Kisses release blog hop with Simon Says Stamp, and I have a couple of fun projects to share with you. They are easy, simple, love themed projects. The first one features the new Nested Round Hearts die set, and I wanted to show you the dies because you got to see how many there are. There are 7 different sizes of nested round hearts. It's kind of a chubby heart. I really love the shape of it, and you can have an itty bitty tiny little heart all the way up to a big. So a really great array of sizes. Now for the reveal, I had already die cut all of these hearts to show them, and so I thought, why not make a card with all those pre-die cut hearts since they're so pretty. And this is going to be really, really simple. I have a panel of white cardstock that I'm adhering to a card base of fog. And then I'm just going to adhere all these. Now, of course, I'm tempted to pop them all up. But I'm trying to rein in the dimension in the new year. And I'm just thinking, like, if I want to mail this, I got to rein it in a little bit. So I'm just doing each one with tape runner. You could do glue. You could do foam tape. But I'm stacking up 7 hearts. Can you imagine how thick that would be if you did each one with foam tape and you stacked up 7? It'd be just going right up to the high heavens. But I mean, I'm telling you, it would look cool in the photo. Anywho, so the cardstock, these are all Concord Ninth, which are some of my favorite solid color cardstocks to use. This one here is Sorbet, and then you've got Grapefruit, and then the little bitty one is Marmalade. So now I'm down to the 6th little heart, and I kind of, as you can see, the way I staggered them, all kind of butting down into the bottom left corner of the heart. Something different. Of course, you don't have to do it that way. You could center them all, but I thought I just wanted to do something unique, and it kind of does look interesting to the eye. Now, for the sentiment, I'm using one of the new Bold Love sentiment strips. These are the reverse Bold Love, so it's the white on black, which are my favorite. I'm using one of the sentiment label dies to cut out that loving you, just a simple little sentiment. I can't tell you how often I reach for these sentiment label dies or sentiment strips and the sentiment label dies. I reach for them all the time. And then I just trimmed off the little excess on the sides. I did put a little foam tape behind my strip, and I'm just going to kind of nestle that right into that heart composition. It kind of ties it all together. I finish it off with a few sparkling clear sequins. Bada boom, bada bing. It's very, very simple, but I feel like sometimes the simplest cards end up being my most favorite. It's got a lot of interest. Now we're going to do one more card since that one was just so simple, but this one's also simple. I have another panel of white cardstock that I am adhering on the inside of my Misty. Now this is the Concentric Hearts background cling, and there are several different hearts that you can pop out. I'm going to stamp 3 of them, starting with the smallest one, and I'm going to use several positively saturated inks, starting with Carnation. So the one thing I love about the background clings is that they're red rubber. I find red rubber gives you the best stamped impression of all the stamps in the land. It really does. Now, it looks a little spotchy right now. That's why I stamp it twice to make it nice. And it really does if you give it a little bit of time. It kind of smooths out as it dries. These positively saturated inks really stamp beautifully. Okay, so now I'm just lining up that next largest concentric heart. This time I'm going to use the shade Blush. And so we're going pink, red, and then I'm going to do an orange. So just 3 colors, but they pair so nicely together. It's a nice little color combination. Could be great for Valentine's Day, but certainly not limited to Valentine's Day. Okay, so I'm stamping this one twice just to get it smoothed out because it is a large area to ink up with your ink pad. And then now the 3rd larger heart, lining that up. You could, if you wanted to stamp those concentric heart background cling, you had it all popped in together, you could stamp them all the same color. But I wanted to do each one individually because it looks, I love to get as much color as I can. And so there you have, this one is Melon, and it looks great paired with that Blush and Carnation. Those 3 colors, they're just, you know what? I'm here for it. I am. I don't know. So I trimmed down that panel. Again, I'm just putting a little tape runner on the back of this, and I'm going to slap it down onto a fog card base. Okay, now for a sentiment. I'm using the new CZ Love Ya. Now, let me tell you something about this. Like, I've probably made 5 cards with this new Hugs and Kisses release just in the last couple days. And this is the 3rd time I've reached for this CZ Love Ya die. Okay, so that's telling you right there, she is a keeper. Okay, so I die cut the backer shadow out of vellum, and then I did the Love Ya out of matte gold. I did 2 more out of white. I'm stacking those up with a little Bearly Arts glue. So I stacked up the 2 whites, top it off with that matte gold. You could also use spray adhesive if you want, but lately I haven't been reaching for my spray adhesive. And I think it's because this Bearly Arts glue has that precision needle, and it's so easy to get in behind intricate dies. So then now I'm going to glue this on top of that vellum backer. And I do put some slivers, not a ton, but a couple slivers behind the Love Ya, and I'm going to pop this up. It looks really good on an angle, which I was tempted to do. I decided in the end just to go straight up. Sometimes you go straight up, sometimes you angle it, and you keep it trendy. Either way you go, both look fabulous. A few more sparkling clear sequins, and you have another very simple, colorful, easy, heart-themed project. So there you have 2 featuring the Hugs and Kisses release. Make sure and check out the rest of the blog hop for more incredible inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.